Welcome to MMA Daily. Here we bring you the latest and most exciting news from the world of mixed martial arts. If you love MMA, make sure to like our videos and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the thrilling updates. Get ready for some interesting news today. Starting off, Mark Hunt takes a shot at greatest steroid user Jon Jones after victory at UFC 309. Moving on, don't expect Conor McGregor to end his hiatus for another year, per UFC CEO Dana White. Lastly, Jake Paul goes after Dana White following criticism over Mike Tyson fight. Former UFC star Mark Hunt has taken a shot at UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones following his win over Stipe Miocic at UFC 309. Of course, not everyone is a big fan of Jon Jones. It makes sense too, given the many controversies he's been involved in over the years. One of the most notable recurring problems he's had is issues with failed drug tests, of which he's had a few. Someone who we know is pretty against that in the sport is none other than Mark Hunt. In the following tweet, he let the world know how he feels about Jon Jones. The greatest steroid user of all time. Give it a rest, Lance Armstrong of MMA. Difference here is everyone knows you're a cheating rat. Try doing it without steroids. I got something for you rats on Wednesday. Mark Hunt has had notable issues with those who have been embroiled in drug-related scandals over the years. Given how determined he is to call people out on the matter, we'd imagine this isn't the last time we'll hear from him on this. As for Jones, the speculation continues as to what is next for him in the UFC. The long wait for Conor McGregor's return to the octagon continues. McGregor hasn't had a pro MMA fight since 2021. While he was scheduled to face Michael Chandler earlier this year, the McGregor one pulled out due to an injury. Chandler went on to face Charles Oliveira in a losing effort at UFC 309 in Madison Square Garden. While many are wondering if Chandler's opportunity to fight McGregor has faded or if his efforts in the final round against Charles Oliveira have kept hope alive, McGregor won't be ending his hiatus in the near future. During the UFC 309 post-fight press conference, Dana White was asked if he's still interested in rebooking Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. White gave another disappointing update to fans of Mystic Mac. Conor's gonna come back in late 25, so there's a lot of time before we can figure out who's gonna fight Conor. I think Conor and Chandler both like that fight. When Conor comes back, which I see being sometime in the later part of next year, we'll see where everybody's at and what's going on, and we'll figure out who faces Conor. That's why everybody was so excited about it. Chandler and Conor McGregor is a fun fight. With McGregor continuing to miss time as an active competitor, one has to wonder how he will look when he returns to fighting. Stipe Miocic, who hadn't been in a UFC fight since 2021, challenged Jon Jones for the UFC Heavyweight Championship this past Saturday. Stipe Miocic looked as if he'd lost a step, while Jones was just as cerebral as he's ever been. Following a third-round TKO loss, Stipe Miocic announced his retirement. Jake Paul has taken a shot at UFC President Dana White after the latter criticized the nature of his win over Mike Tyson. Over the years, Jake Paul and Dana White have made it crystal clear that they aren't big fans of one another. While Jake has been a bit more forward with that than Dana, the UFC boss has certainly taken the bait with many of the things that Jake has said. Last Friday, Paul cruised to a dominant win over Mike Tyson in their boxing showdown in Texas. The event was broadcast globally on Netflix, with many having complaints over both the stream and the actual fight itself. After Dana White hit out at Paul's performance, the YouTuber couldn't help but respond. Dana White has been boxing promoter his whole career. All these nut riders need to do their research. His TV show failed. Couldn't sell 4K tickets in Dublin with that useless Irish boxer he's promoting. And he is not fighters first. He's Dana first. Builds you up and tears you down. Now Conor McGregor is hostage. Free Conor. One thing we know to be true about Jake Paul is that he isn't the biggest fan of the UFC's fighter pay structure. Dana White obviously doesn't enjoy people questioning what he does or doesn't give fighters. In this instance, though, it seems as if Jake is taking this one pretty personally. Thanks for watching MMA Daily. We hope you enjoyed the latest updates from the world of mixed martial arts. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more MMA action.